Hey everybody, it's Rachel with Dakota Wind Meat Goats. And we're out here to work some more babies. And it's supposed to rain a little bit later today, which is unfortunate as everything's starting to dry up. It's only about 48 degrees out. Spring in South Dakota. This last year. From lice to mites to pneumonia. I know. It's not been an awesome year. These goats, they say. It'll be easy, they say.
I like you. Ooh, he's wheezy. Really wheezy.
No intranasal for him? Okay. Yeah. He'll need some antibiotics.
If I have a good sharp needle, they don't feel it. This is going to hurt him.
Drexen. Before this rain comes in and it's kind of dry out, we're going to move our spin chute down to our red shed so we can use copper sulfate to deworm our yearlings. We found that when you start putting them out on pasture, that's when your barber pole worms come on, and I know anybody who has goats has dealt with the barber pole, and we found that copper sulfate is the best thing. Quite sure how we used to work all these goats by catching them individually, but we used to. But now that we have the spin chute, we use that when we can. Unfortunate part is that we can't use that for the babies, so we have to catch them. But the does, if you've ever tried to catch a 100-pound doe that has decided she doesn't want to be caught, yay, it's much easier to use the chute. So now we're just going to grab the chute.
We'll need all three of us for this noise.
Yes. And it started raining again.
Yeah, I think we've had a completely dry day for at least 10 days.
Yeah.
There's always a little precipitation.
Yep. So we worked a couple of the kids that hadn't been worked a couple of days ago when we worked the big group. And it started raining again. Tomorrow we plan on using copper sulfate to deworm our yearlings, and then hopefully if the weather holds, then we'll copper sulfate to deworm the 50 head that had babies this fall. I will have to say, yes, we need the rain, all that, but we've got 2 weeks of where it's gonna be rain every day, and this follows a 2-week period of it raining every day. Everything is muddy. The goats don't like rain. It makes them sick. We're dealing with kids starting to get pneumonia, some of the does showing signs of coccidia because there's icky puddles of yuck everywhere. And even though we provide them with fresh water, sometimes they like to go and drink out of those puddles instead of going and getting the fresh water. So springtime, when it's wet, which is not a common occurrence in South Dakota, is a tough deal. It really is. You know, everybody wants to get out in the fields, start planting their crops. We're going to be planting soybeans this year, God willing, and it's kind of the waiting game, you know. And it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 40 degrees. So not only is it wet, it's cold and miserable. So this is just not the ideal climate for anything right now. This is when you really have to watch for pneumonia. You know, we keep the barns bedded down, but it's hard. It's hard on everybody. Hoping for it to dry out, get some crops planted. But on a positive note, our alfalfa fields are looking beautiful. We're just hoping that this year is not like last year. Last year we struggled to get our alfalfa put up properly. We put up really nice alfalfa. And in order to do that, it's a fine line between the alfalfa being too wet when you put it up, so then it molds, too dry, all the leaves fall off. So last year, with all the rain, there were a couple of days when we're putting it up and we could only bale for a couple of hours, and then it would get too wet, and then we'd have to go back out and bale for another couple of hours the next day, and then it would get too dry. So we're kind of hoping maybe it just gets nice and dry. Gives us a dry summer. Would be nice. We'll see. Can't have everything that you want, but you can hope and pray for it. So, but now that the weather is getting better, again, we'll work goats, continue to chore everybody. We've got some fence that we need to be fixing, and probably won't be too long before we head out to the hay fields. Like I said, we are going to be planting crops this year. We do have someone that does that for us. We don't have the equipment for it. Yeah, so that's it for today.
Hey boy, what are you doing? Alright, so we gotta park up on the road. And you don't want to get stuck in the yard. That's just embarrassing. So today we're out here and we are going to be working. Oh, golly, if I can make it through. We're going to be working our yearlings. We've got about 117 of them. So we got a lot of yearlings. Well, hello. We're going to be working them with copper sulfate. Something that we learned from Little Nessa Farms. Hi, boy. What? Oh, no. Did you guys not get grain? Oh, no grain. Oh, dear. I know God none for you. How you doing, Ginger Billy? So anyway, we work them with the copper sulfate to help clean them out of worms. It also gives them a little bit of a boost. And it's about 53 degrees out. Pretty nice. Oh, nice! Have some sawdust there.
Yeah, your mom said that you kind of thought maybe having something there.
Yes.
But it was muddy.
Yes, so we are going to work these girls, like I said, with the copper sulfate. And we're also going to safeguard them because the only thing the copper sulfate does not get rid of is tapeworms. Okay, before we get anybody in here, so this is our holding pen. We put them in, then we run them in here, close this little gate. It works marginally well. And then they come in here, go through to the chute, where we go ahead and close the head catch on them. And then we give them the copper sulfate, which we've pre-mixed, and then the safeguard. Hi, darlings. Hi, darlings. Probably should. You can come, girl. It's okay. Always a volunteer. Hi, girl. You're a show. You know what this is, don't you?
I like this one.
Hello. No horns, though.
I'm so chunky, my baby. Look like a big.
The more they can avoid this, like a fly.
Not that you can see the mark on there.
Ouch!
Well, even without horns, she found a way.
Yeah, you rolled her skull back.
It's tough getting them to drink that. Goats don't like to be forced with the water.
I haven't seen much for cut on them.
No.
They were out all night.
Were they?
Yes, they was.
Well, they're doing good then.
Come on. Oh, I love this girl.
Okie dokie. Ready for the next one. Oh, she's chunky. It's just like, don't make me go. I like being here. Had to wait for her to clear them horns.
Where do you get them big long horns in?
Oh, I know. She's got demon horns. She is a beautiful goat, though. Really chunky. What about her, Mom? You want to keep her?
Yeah.
something about the bald-faced ones too that raise really good babies.
Yep. These are Lyman girls.
Mm-hmm.
I like Lyman girls.
Good
Yes.
buck.
Good daughters. Really good daughters.
Well, and they come out of the red does because I like to put him in with the red does.
Yep.
So there you get
I
your.
just hate the thought of selling any of his dogs.
So then you get your milk out of the red does.
Yep, because we put them on all red dogs.
Yep. Because
Ow!
we know he's not related to him.
Yeah. Now we don't have any more red dogs left.
Yeah. Ooh. She's spicy for a show goat.
Somebody worked for a while ago.
Yep. I was gonna say. I bet there was no showmanship on that one. Bet she was a fitting goat. Hence, we stop because the bottle babies need some lunch. You want a bottle too, don't you?
Terrible.
You bad goat. You're a yearling and you would take a bottle.
Oh, she's terrible.
And you would too, wouldn't you? So give me a bottle. Hello, baby. Ouch. Ow. Don't break my arm with your horns.
Come here, baby doll. Oh. They're almost too heavy.
But open the thing and let them in. They figure it out. Kind of. There we go.
Good gravy. All three of them.
You pain.
Here, you finish this in here.
Once a bottle kid, always a bottle kid. Did you see that white one? She went in up to her knees in that mud.
Oh.
Yeah, they're going through.
Oh, yeah.
It is really bad there. Hi, Dip and Dot. Hi, Dip. Well, eat and go back out.
Yeah, it's not a very good place, really.
No,
It's
Not
not
now.
going to dry either very
No.
easily. Maybe we might be better off to move them. Get them off of this.
where would we move them, you
Oh, yeah.
thinking?
It's a lot drier over there.
Thinking like through
I
here?
mean, this stuff here is not very good stuff for them to be standing
No.
on.
You're thinking maybe over
Yeah,
here.
we'll give it a little more time. You know, it's supposed to rain more.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, this is... You know, them guys will wipe you out for fun.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of them were fine. It's eyebrow. They both took me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this bonehead right here, too.
He's a bonehead.
Their chest are...
Good job.
Oh, that was easy.
Ooh, boy, they stink. This is the old barn at my brother's place. And it provides pretty good shelter, the back end and to the side for the goats that are down here in this pasture. And of course, with all the winds and all that, a lot of the tin has blown off of some of these sheds, so.
I like to get on the tin.
Oh. Are we thinking that we're going to be bringing the spin chute down to put in front of that?
I think so.
It seemed to work well.
I think
Hi, girls.
we do that.
It has them. Yeah, they haven't even touched the hay. That's good to see. Should we go in and check on them? See if there's any scours? It's just like I'm a loner.
This is much easier to get in and out of than the others.
Mm-hmm. I do like working the goats through there. God, I hope it's not muddy in there. Why is everybody in the barn? Weirdos. Bad dogs. Bad dogs. Come here, girls. We want to see how you look. Wow.
Boy, they sure are fat.
Yeah, they are. Hey, boys. Still limping a little bit, but that's to be expected. Yeah. This will be really nice to work them out. And over here, boy, the grass is really nice over here. This is,
I think because it got down so much, you know.
yep.
Yeah, there's tons of grass.
There is tons of grass. I really think the yearlings can come down here for a little while with them.
Could too. And then
I'd give them a week running on that other one and then bring them down for these girls. The only thing I'm worried about is that's 117 head coming down with 50 head.
well, they fit in that tin shed. That's the only thing I.
They won't. They'll have to separate out and do that, which they will naturally separate from each other. That's my only concern. Wow, you girls look good. I do not see anybody pooping green.
There was one girl that kind of was standoffish, but she's coming on. I mean, she wasn't eating grain the first day.
Mhm.
Now she's eating grain. I saw her this morning. But yeah, they're not even touching the hay.
Nope. And if they weren't handling this well, they'd be diving into that hay. You're looking better too.
Yeah, everybody's looking better.
Yeah.
She is.
I was a little concerned that we'd come down here and find a whole bunch of green scours. No, they look really good. Wow, they came on nicely. Oh, I hope everybody's bred. Okay, so it was a long day. Dewormed our yearlings. This little guy's coming over to say hi. You and your one waddle. Okay. I think that's all for this evening. Oh, I love that baby. And right before we were gonna go home, I heard somebody yelling out here, and it was our last doe. Ugly. That's what we call her. Ooh, those are cute little babies.
Come on, little baby. Come on, mama.
You guys are chunks. So now we are officially done. Chew. You stay back. It's hard enough to do this without you. Good mama.
She's not going to hesitate at all, is she?
Nope.
Been all ready for you.
She knows.
She does, doesn't she? And into a pen.
Hey, Mama.
Okay. Super productive day. Got 117 yearlings dewormed and poured for lice and ready to kick out to pasture in a couple of days after they've dropped their worms. So now, going home. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate it.